Come election season, many political parties resort to an age-old tactic to secure votes: freebies. In India and around the world, politicians love spoiling us with sops to win favors with the voters. It's the simplest yet most manipulative way to influence the electorate. Yet these traditions may be fading, especially in India. Is it time to do away with freebie culture?
On the 16th of July 2022, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi remarked in a public address that attempts are being made to buy votes by distributing free reveries. He called it dangerous for the development of the country. For the unversed, reverie is a sweet Rajasthani dish, often gifted during festivities. Now you must be wondering why PM Modi is talking about sweets in his speech. You see, when he says reverie, he means freebie, a public welfare measure that is provided free of charge to the people. So, reverie culture means freebie culture in India, a culture of political parties offering sops for votes. Come election season, all political parties promise free goods, services in the form of giveaways and subsidies, all in an effort to gain popularity and secure votes. It's a habit that all political parties resort to, despite the best efforts of the Election Commission of India to curb such practices. Now you may be wondering, what's wrong with subsidies? You see, while subsidies sound good and it may help the poorer sections of society, in the long run it may be harmful for the development of the country. Take electricity subsidy for example. High power subsidies not only jeopardize a state's fiscal health, but also impose substantial opportunity costs, limiting the funding available for other social programs. According to the Supreme Court of India, freebies at the cost of taxpayers' money may even lead to bankruptcy, and so the matter is currently in the top court. A public interest litigation challenges the practice of political parties offering freebies during polls. It contends that such populist measures aimed at swaying voters violates the Indian Constitution. It calls for a complete ban on them. A verdict is awaited. But the PIL has brought forth the debate at an opportune time. India goes to polls very soon. But before you decide who you should vote for, consider this. Freebie is a double-edged sword. Government freebies have both positive and negative effects. On one hand, it can increase public trust and show accountability towards the people. On the other, it can create a pattern of dependency among the people, who may expect more freebies in the future. For instance, freebies such as rice at a subsidized rate or free electricity may sound appealing, but in a 2018 survey by the Association for Democratic Reform showed that 40% of voters in Tamil Nadu considered freebies as an important factor in voting. Similarly, freebies can contribute to economic growth by boosting the productive capacity of the people, particularly in less developed regions. Freebies such as laptops, bicycles, or sewing machines can help to improve the skills and income opportunities of poor and rural populations. However, freebies also come at a cost. Providing freebies can place a burden on government finances, which can negatively impact stability of the state or country. It's because freebies can increase public expenditure, subsidies, deficits, debts, and inflation, for instance. For instance, freebies such as farm loan waivers or unemployment allowances can place a strain on government budgets and fiscal discipline. This impacts the government's ability to invest in other sectors or repay its obligations. So, is it time to ban freebies? We let the Supreme Court of India decide that, but moving forward, we as voters must understand the difference between welfare and freebies. Instead of offering handouts and incentives, political parties will do well to focus on inclusive development. Although freebies may seem like an easy solution, they are not sustainable in the long run. Who wins if the country remains poor and divided? Remember, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.